Hey guys, my name is Tyler and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about bullying, and that's a subject that a lot of people talk about and a lot of people face every day. There's a lot of people that don't know how to deal with bullying, and I'm here to tell you how I face bullying. Throughout middle school I had really bad acne and I was a little bit overweight. With all the acne and my weight, I got made fun of for my acne, and I got made fun of for being overweight. What I don't understand is why people pick on people just by the way they look. And honestly, it's really stupid. Every time they would tell me, oh hey, you look like shit. I mean, I feel like shit. I don't like people telling me that I look bad for my acne. Bad because I'm a little overweight. Nobody's perfect and nobody will ever be perfect. And it was just middle school. Throughout my school years, I've always had issues with learning. It wasn't the easiest thing in the world for me. So I had to go to special classes. Not the kind of special like kids that have Down syndrome and autism, not classes with them. I had learning classes, so everything was a lot easier for me. I had extra time and they would kind of dim things down a little more for me. Now, I'm not saying I got special treatment because I didn't. I didn't like that. I didn't like feeling like I was different and I was weird because I had to get out of class to take my test because I could never finish it on time. Or I couldn't understand certain words or what this meant. And that didn't stop. I still had these classes until I graduated. In 8th grade, I had my first girlfriend. And it was weird for everyone because I was still hiding the fact that I was gay. And so it was kind of hard for me to kind of say, hey, I'm gay, because not a lot of people understood it, or not a lot of people liked the fact that, oh, you're gay, please stay away from me, you might flirt with me. Now let me put this out there. Not every gay person in the world that sits next to you will like you. You might not even be their type. And a lot of people think that because someone's gay, that they might hit on them. Like, chill. You aren't attractive. So in that school, I was the first person who has ever came out as gay. That kind of made me feel a little bit important, but at the same time, I don't want to be on the spot, you know? Now, the girl I dated was probably the worst girl I've ever dated. Actually, no, the second girl I've ever dated. She was one of those people that everyone hated. And the thing is, a lot of people liked me. I'm not saying people liked me because I was popular, because I wasn't, trust me. I didn't like anybody. More or less, I was really nice. And I'm still nice. I don't like to treat people like shit because nobody deserves to be treated like shit. So there was a time where I had to go take some papers to a different classroom because I volunteered to do that. And I passed by her locker and there was these girls putting up a poster of a naked girl, but like they drew it out and they made her look really bad and they said a bunch of mean things on it, and it was on my ex-girlfriend's locker. And I always thought those kinds of things only happen in the movies, but no, it actually happens. And I saw them and I knew them. And they were friends of mine, but not like really close friends, more like acquaintances. And I looked at it and I didn't know what to do at that moment. I didn't know, am I supposed to rip it down because I know that shouldn't be up there? Am I supposed to tell the teacher? So I just took my papers to the other class that I had to take it to. And when I got out, there was a lot more people by that locker. And I got angry. And so I ripped it off. And I know I should have done it at that moment, but I didn't know what I should have done. But I still did it. There was still time and I did. Classes weren't out yet, so not a lot of people got to see it. And I threw it away and I went to the principal's office. Because I don't allow people to bully other people. It's not right. You have no privilege of doing so, and nobody has that privilege. You aren't cool if you bully people. If you think telling people that they're stupid, and they're fat and they're ugly makes you a greater person, it doesn't. Because you're not. And like I said, that was just 8th grade. Once I got to high school, I was a little bit more open about being gay, but I had really long hair. I got in a few relationships and they didn't go so well because I get manipulated really easily, or I did back then, now not so much. There was a lot of drama in high school, And it wasn't the kind of drama like, oh, they're talking about you, go fight them. I don't like to talk about people because I don't like violence, and I don't think that's the easiest solution there is, because it's not. And the thing is, today and every day, there's gonna be people that are gonna pick on people. Even if they're like 50 years old, they will still pick on you. And I don't know why. And today, I still face bullying. And it may not be by the people I met in high school anymore, or in middle school, or any of that. It's more like online. And yeah, the easiest solution is to get off the internet, but not a lot of people like to do that. So the way I face bullying today online is I hit that block button. Because honestly, there's a block button for a reason. You can just instantly block them and you never have to talk to them again. And think about it like this. Once you block them, you won't see them again. Because it's the internet. Make it your own place. If it's your own profile, it's yours. Don't allow people to attack you for no reason. Whether you're gay or you're white, black, Hispanic, whatever race, doesn't matter who you are. Don't let someone attack you for that. So let's say you're in a situation where you've blocked this person many times and they keep making another account and attacking you, or they're telling their friends to attack you, and you don't know why this is happening. At this point, you feel like there's no way out. You feel like you don't know what to do. You're stuck and you're scared. But let me tell you something. People cannot message you or attack you if you're on private. That's one thing you can do. Put your account on private. You can only allow certain people to get on your page. You already know about the block button, so you can just hit that thing as many times as you want and they can't contact you. If you're being threatened, if someone's threatening you or trying to come and hurt you, you can also screenshot all those conversations and go to the police, because at that point you need somebody to do something about it, and it can't just be your parents anymore. It has to be someone who can actually go to this person and tell them, hey, you're too, so stop doing it. I'm just kidding, they don't do that. The one thing you gotta learn when you're facing bullying, don't ever think that violence is the answer. Don't ever let somebody encourage you to fight that person, because it honestly just makes things worse. Learn to self-love. And by that, I mean learn to tell yourself, hey, I am not ugly. I am not fat. I may have acne right now, but that can be gone. You may have acne now, but you aren't gonna have it forever. Because trust me, there's a lot of products out there that can help you get rid of it. You need to learn to tell yourself that you love yourself. And you may have flaws, and you may have bad days, but that won't be something you'll have for the rest of your life. You can have 7 fingers on one hand. You still cute. Don't let anybody else tell you that you're worthless, because you're not. You're a lot more than that. You're great because you're here. Because you wake up in the morning and you breathe. Not a lot of people do that. Not a lot of people like to wake up in the morning. And I don't mean that they don't wake up in the morning because they're tired. I mean that there's people who actually take their own life and they don't wake up in the morning. And if you feel like the bullying is getting to you and you feel like there's no way out and you don't know what to do anymore, there is a hotline number you can contact. Whether you're suicidal or not, these people will talk to you and help you and encourage you to learn to love yourself. That phone number will be in the description below, so feel free to look at it, and they have a texting number you can also text to. So here's something I would like you to do if you're facing bullying. Number 1, write a list of pros and cons. Figure out what you love and what you don't love about yourself. And then ask yourself, why don't I love myself because of this? Or why am I allowing people to tell me that I'm not good enough because of these things? Take on some hobbies. Like go out and do biking, bowling, art, other things that you consider hobbies. Exercising, whether you're overweight or not, exercising can be really good for you. And it actually helps you become happier with yourself as a person, and you have a lot more energy to use for the rest of the day. Go out. Learn to go out more. Don't isolate yourself in your room all day like I do. Go outside and look at the sky. See the clouds move. Say hi to your neighbor. Just go outside and breathe. Do some creative writing. Write about how you feel. Make some fan fiction if you have any. Make up some stories. Do something. If you don't want to think about it, write about it. If you don't want to think about something negative, write it down and burn it. But be careful. What I used to do is I used to write down all my flaws, everything I hated about myself, all my bad thoughts in a journal. And then when I finished the whole journal, when it was full, I would go somewhere where there was a lot of space, and I would take a small metal trash can, and I would light up my notebook. Sorry, my phone died, so my bad. Like I was saying, I got a metal trash can, it was empty, and I lit up my notebook on fire. It was nice to look at it burn, of course, because it's pretty cool to watch things burn. But at the same time, I was really happy that all the bad things I thought about myself were gone, because you're watching them burn away from your life. What you written down is now gone, and now made into ashes. So think of it like that when you write things down, and either you watch them wash away or burn, they're gone. You may still have those thoughts sometimes, but just remember that no matter what, you are important to somebody. Whether it's your mom or dad, or your boyfriend, or your friends, or your teacher, or a random stranger you even met that day, and they told you that you were important. And if that person has to be me, then I'm going to tell you that you are important to somebody. And you're important to me, and I care. So don't ever think that nobody cares. So just remember this, you are important to somebody. And if that somebody is me, then you're important to me. So that's all I have for today. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you like my video, because I will be posting every day, so make sure to watch. Bye-bye. Yeah, I didn't pause it.